what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into the co-op Kizuna against OROCHI using my one team beats all for the 10-star event with all the boosters. Big shout out to Kirby for testing the one that doesn't use the boosters. I will show that team at the beginning. I haven't used it because I'm just trying to get as many Super Boss tokens as I possibly can, but my boy Kirby, the free-to-play god, has been running it, and he said it does a lot of work. So if you guys need it, it will be up on screen for you guys there. And I do have a little sneak peek for you guys of my Super Boss teams at the very end of the video, so make sure to check them out. But if you guys are enjoying the video, don't forget to smash a like button on the video. If you are new or you haven't done so already, hit the big red subscribe button. Like 55% of you guys haven't done so. It's good OPTC content. What are you doing? Enjoy the video. Enjoy your day. So just before we begin, this is another team that I actually put together, and big shout out to my boy Kirby. He's actually been running this particular team as another one team beats all. With a friend captain Komurasaki, this particular team works fine. He has predicted that it does around 200 million damage against all variations, obviously depending on the variation. So it should work for a very, very long time. Toki's just an absolute goat. You basically get around all the debuffs thanks to Ivankov, Kizuna Rare Coupon, Clay, Marco, and Wano Law. It works very, very nicely. Big shout out to Kirby for letting me know that it actually does work. Alright, so let's dive in. Sai is the very first variation. This is the one team that beats all that I've been using. It does work very, very nicely, and it does have the boosters. So that's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. So on stage 1 against the Sai variation, this is all past level 32, by the way. That is something to note. On the Sai variation, we do get our cooldowns for, I'm pretty sure it was Free Spirits, Slashes, and Fighter characters, which works very, very nicely. This whole team obviously has cooldowns. Ace Sabo is actually boosted, so they get 15 turns of cooldown because they are a Kizuna legend. On stage 2, OROCHI puts up 4 turns of damage reduction, which we can remove thanks to our friend captain Komurasaki. We do want to use our friend captain Komurasaki here because our Komurasaki has the support of Treasure Map Sanji. Very important that we use the friend captain, not our own. Ace Sabo will have a 3-turn orb boost, and if you use their special, you can actually get around Despair and Special Bind that is inflected on some of the other stages. So I just got into the habit of actually just popping it on stage 2. On the final stage against this particular OROCHI, the Sai variation, he has 5 turns of resilience after level 30, gives you a full board of block obs, and 6 turns of paralysis. This is where Shinobu is really, really good, but other characters can get around it, like Kizuna Rare Recruit Kinemon's a really, really good option. You obviously have some supports that can remove paralysis like Mr. One. You have Raizo, and it all works really, really nicely. Thanks to the support of Mihawk, we can get around the resilience. But if you don't have Mihawk, you can easily replace Wadja with Kizuna Rare Recruit Perispero. He's an attack booster as well as removing 6 turns of resilience. So that's the Sai variation. Let's move on to the next team. Alright, so moving on to Ints now. And against Ints, we get our cooldowns for Free Spirit characters, Slashes, and I think it's Cerebral characters for this particular one. Yo, shout out to La. He's just been supporting me like crazy. Free Spirit, Slashes, and Fighters. So the previous one was Free Spirit, Cerebral, and Slasher, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I'm probably wrong, but I honestly can't remember. We're just going to take out the turtles on turn 1. Those turtles are quite tanky too, quite beefy. But once again, we are at level 30 plus here. So we will be seeing all the debuffs. On stage 2, we come up against OROCHI's the ninja guys. They blind our top left, middle right, and bottom left for 7 turns, 4 turns after sockets. This is why Ace Sabo is really good here. Ace Sabo can remove the blind. We pop our friend Captain Komurasaki once again, and we can just easily take out that stage, no issues whatsoever. Thanks to the orb buff as well as the color affinity. Then we can move on to the final stage against Int OROCHI, who is going to give us Despair, but with the captain ability of Ace and Sabo, we can get around that. We have 5 turns of attack down and a full board of unfavorable slots. Shinobu, once again, really great. She can rotate all of our orbs into matching slots. We can get a color affinity buff and a chain lock thanks to Komurasaki and Sanji. And then we can use the Robin and Jinbei special to remove the attack down and get base stats. Now, I'm still in very early stages, and I'm not actually switching with my Wadja. So these teams aren't at the max capacity damage because we could actually have a 3 times attack boost as well as extra color affinity on top of what we have. So Int works very nicely. We have a lot more damage output, and it's just going to be easy claps from there. Let's move on to the final variation now. Alright, so the final variation is the strength variation. Let's dive on in and let's see what level 30 plus has in store for us. Now, against the strength variation, we get our cooldowns for Free Spirit, Cerebrals, and Slashes. So the first one was actually the colors. I'm such a spoon. Strength, Psi, and Int was the first one. On the first turn, we're going to take out these beefy turtles. These turtles, like, they take so much to take down. It's like, why do you guys have so much defense? Like, bruh, chill. Like, just chill. But we do take them out, and we can move on to the second stage, which is against Shoutout, who puts up 4 turns of Threshold. This is where Robin Jinbei is really good once again. Robin Jinbei can get around the Threshold, and then you can just use Komurasaki and Ace Sabo once again to get an Orb Boost and Color Affinity on this particular stage. I just got in the habit of using those, like, my 2 Captain Specials every single stage. It just meant I got a lot of extra damage, and I could, like, get around Special Blind as well as Despair, thanks to the Captain ability of Ace and Sabo. On this particular variation, you get Special Blinded, which you can get around. There's 7 turns of defense up, which goes down to 6 after preemptive. You get a full board of recovery orbs, as well as recovery orbs being unfavorable. So this is where they obviously want you to use Kinemon Denjiro here. We can pop all of our specials here. Shinobu's going to get around the recovery orbs there. Also gives us damage reduction, which I'm pretty sure was actually good for the previous stage to survive the death hit. You guys would have seen that, but as you can see, like, these teams work very, very well. They give you the max boost, and once again, big shout out to Kirby for testing the other team for me that doesn't use any of these boosters besides Komurasaki as a friend captain. Before we do wrap up the video though, I am going to sort of give you guys a sneak peek on what I am using for the super bosses. So there you guys have it. That is the one team beats all, as well as a sneak peek into some of my big damage teams for Super Boss. Because I hope you guys figured out what I'm doing there, but didn't want to give it all away, you know, because it is obviously a co-op competitive event. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless. If you did, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me if you're new to the channel. Hit the big red subscribe button. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later!